Let's talk about a guy named Pierre de Fermat. He was born way back in 1607 in France. The world was changing fast back then. His hometown was Beaumont de Lomagne. His family were merchants, so he had a pretty good life. Young Pierre loved learning new things. He studied the classics like languages, literature, and history. That gave him a strong base. But math was special. It was like a secret whisper, calling him to explore its mysteries. He went to the University of Orléans to study law. Law was a practical choice, but math was his true love. Even while studying law, he couldn't resist the allure of numbers. Math was his true passion, a guiding star in his life. So in 1626, Pierre became a lawyer. He worked as a councillor in the Parliament of Toulouse. It was an orderly life, all about reason and rules. But that math fire still burned inside him. Whenever he had free time, he'd dive into math problems. Numbers were his friends, equations were his toys. He wasn't looking for fame or anything, he just loved learning. He mostly wrote letters about his work, sharing it with a few other math lovers like Marin Mersenne and Blaise Pascal. Even though he kept it quiet, his genius started to shine through. His passion for math was evident to those who knew him. Pierre's dedication to both law and math was truly remarkable. Number theory is like the heart of math. It's all about numbers, what they do and how they relate to each other. This is where Fermat really showed his brilliance. He was like a sculptor, shaping and revealing the hidden beauty in numbers. He came up with something called Fermat's little theorem. It sounds simple, but it's a really important idea about prime numbers. It's even used in modern cryptography, the stuff that keeps our online secrets safe. But Fermat did even more. He explored perfect numbers and how numbers divide into each other. His mind was a maze of ideas and theories. Some he proved, and some he left for others to figure out. Fermat's work laid the groundwork for future mathematicians to build upon. His legacy continues to inspire and challenge mathematicians to this day. Here's a famous story. Fermat wrote a note in the margin of a book, but the margin was too small for the proof. This note became a challenge to the whole world. Fermat's last theorem. It says you can't find three whole numbers that solve a certain equation. It sounds easy, but it stumped mathematicians for centuries. They tried and tried getting close, but never quite cracking it. It became a legend. Then, finally, in 1994, a mathematician named Andrew Wiles solved it. He used super advanced math to do what everyone thought was impossible. Wiles's proof was over 100 pages long and took years to verify. His achievement was celebrated worldwide, marking the end of a 350-year-old mystery. Fermat's last theorem remains one of the most famous problems in the history of mathematics. Geometry is about shapes, lines, and curves. Algebra is about equations and unknowns. They seem different, right? But Fermat saw how they were connected. He helped create analytic geometry, a bridge between these two worlds. He showed how equations could describe curves like parabolas and ellipses. They weren't just shapes anymore, they were solutions to equations, and Fermat helped us understand them. This revolutionary idea paved the way for modern mathematics, blending algebra and geometry seamlessly. Thanks to Fermat, we now see the world of shapes and equations as one unified field. Calculus is all about change and motion. Fermat wanted to understand how things change, especially in curves. He wanted to describe it with math. He worked on tangents which touch a curve at just one point. He developed ways to get close to the answer, kind of like sneaking up on it. This work laid the groundwork for calculus. A whole new way of looking at math. Fermat's insights were crucial in shaping the future of mathematics. Think about games of chance, like rolling dice or flipping a coin. It seems random, right? But can math help us understand randomness? Fermat and his friend Blaise Pascal explored this together. They thought about a game that gets interrupted. How do you divide the winnings fairly? They wrote letters back and forth, sharing ideas. And guess what? They created the basics of probability, a whole new area of math just from thinking about games. Today, probability is a fundamental part of mathematics. From casinos to weather forecasts, it impacts our daily lives. And it all started with two friends curious about games of chance. Light travels super fast, but how does it know which way to go? Fermat figured out something amazing called the principle of least time. Light takes the fastest route, even if it's not a straight line. This explains why light bends when it goes through water or bounces off a mirror. Fermat's simple principle changed how we understand light forever. This principle is fundamental in the study of optics and has applications in modern technology. From fiber optics to lasers, Fermat's insight continues to illuminate our world. His principle is a testament to how a simple idea can revolutionize our understanding of nature. Pierre de Fermat, the lawyer who loved numbers. He wasn't a professional mathematician, but he changed math in huge ways. He didn't want fame. He just wanted to find the truth. His work shows us the power of curiosity, the joy of discovery, and the beauty of math. He left his mark on number theory, analytic geometry, calculus, and probability, and Fermat's last theorem, that inspired mathematicians for centuries. He's a true legend in the world of math. Fermat's legacy continues to inspire new generations of mathematicians. His passion for numbers reminds us that anyone, regardless of their profession, can make a lasting impact on the world of mathematics. Fermat's work laid the foundation for many modern mathematical theories and applications. His contributions to number theory, calculus, and probability continue to influence contemporary research and technology. From cryptography to computer algorithms, Fermat's legacy lives on in the tools and systems we use every day. His curiosity and passion for math inspire new generations of mathematicians to explore and innovate. Beyond his mathematical genius, Fermat was a man of many interests. He enjoyed poetry, classical literature, and the arts. His love for learning extended beyond numbers, and he often engaged in intellectual discussions with his peers. Fermat's diverse interests and well-rounded personality made him a true Renaissance man, embodying the spirit of curiosity and exploration in all aspects of life.